I heard something early on a spring morning that sounded like someone dumping a 5-gallon bucket of water down onto the ground. So I went out and quickly saw that the gutter was clogged, and that's what was happening. Hello, my name is Graham Goodlow, and I'm the owner of RainDrop Gutters Guards. Reason we're doing this video today is to tell you about our company and why we are so passionate about what we do as far as keeping your gutters free and clear and moving along, so what happened to me doesn't happen to you. I've been in the roofing business about 8 years, actually closer to 9 now. And before that, we moved into our home, which I'm standing in front of now. Surrounding me are a bunch of trees. Those have posed a problem. Beautiful trees, because we love big, beautiful trees. But quickly learned that there was going to be some issues with them. One of the first things I had happen was the gutters I thought were clean. I had cleaned them out, and my bedroom window here behind me. Out of that, I heard something early on a spring morning that sounded like someone dumping a 5-gallon bucket of water down onto the ground. So I went out and quickly saw that the gutter was clogged, and that's what was happening. This has been happening over the years, if you want to come in, that the foundation has been getting eroded away and all these different spots, and the foundation this should all be covered, but has not been. That's something we need to get taken care of. This last spot here came about. There's some potting soil, which is very loose, and we shouldn't have filled it with that. But we put that there just to hold it because the spot got so deep. And I'll show you what we used at that time. So that had come. I had one of these in my downspouts. I tried other gutter guards, some cheap ones I'd gotten from Home Depot. Some of the screens that worked, kinda, sorta, maybe. They would get a lot of debris on them, because being surrounded by the trees, I found out it's the spring. It's not really the leaves that get you, it's the spring that does. So this is a stainless steel thing I got to put inside the downspout, and the premise is even if debris builds up around this part, that it can go over the top. I had this happen and take out the earth below here, and took out that, and I'm like, what happened? And I get to the top of the ladder, and I quickly see this whole thing was paper mache'd over by the oak strings, the little pollination strings that the oak trees have, paper mache'd over this, so it was like a bath plug. For years, I tried just blowing out my gutters regularly, because my roof is not hard to get on, and so I did that. But more than once, because of the stuff that happens in the spring, I got in trouble because, again, of the oak string things that would maybe hit a little stick that would fall in the gutter and create a dam. That would create an overflow problem. I eventually put some screens on there. I just had to maintain them a lot because they would build up a dam. They had a little bit of a pitch to them, or a little bit of they kind of bubbled up and went behind the gutter. The way they were arched and they caused the roof, they would cause debris to dam up. They would hold debris that I would have to clear out to make sure that they were working correctly. So this is one of the screens that I tried for a little while, and they worked pretty well, except for that they would bend and flex like this as you put them behind the gutter. This would create a little spot right there in back where debris would build up, and you'd have to clear it. I've also seen this type of product have water travel right across it and go over the gutter. I've got a video of that happening on someone's house, so I was always amazed by that. This is not a bad way to go, but again, the debris does not come off of it. This one is a pretty good one, but again, the debris tends to stick on it because it's so rough, and it doesn't have a lot supporting it in the back. And this is a smaller gutter than this is meant to go on, but it gets pushed down in the back of a gutter. There's nothing really to hold it. Because if this were on a 6-inch gutter, this is a 5-inch, this model is, it would hold it okay. But this is the 6-inch version, and it only goes to be installed like that. If debris and stuff, and over time they have stuff fall on them and different things, they get pushed down in there. Again, trying to get this goes under a lip, and this is a little bit over exaggerated. Again, it could go on a 6-inch gutter, but that's kind of the trap that it creates for things to get trapped right there. So that's the one thing, the debris hits that and doesn't go off of it. Again, this is a 6-inch gutter. This we have the same problem with, that the gutter, there's a lot of them like this, they just sit right here. The debris will sit on this because essentially it goes flat. like that. That's how it's mounted. And so you get a lot of debris sitting there. Well, this is the screen from one of the gutter guards from a recent client's home. I wanted to save this so I could do something like this to show you what happens with the micro mesh. So this is one of the leading products in the nation that you've undoubtedly heard of if you've ever watched TV. One thing that I kept seeing with these over and over is all this stuff, and a lot of them would even be worse than this. As far as it's already a tight mesh to be able to get your stuff to get water into, but once this was over it, the water would just run over the top of this and then go down to the ground. They'd be like, well, this customer said, hey, I think we need to do something different with this gutter because water is coming off so fast that it goes over. I said, I think this is your problem. Once we put our system on there, this will help it. This is the RainDrop Gutter Guard. It's made out of polypropylene. So it's made out of the same material as you would find on the bumper of your car. It's designed to fit any gutter system. The big advantage of this, and I'll turn it over this way, is that all these little ribs are rounded. They're rounded and they come to a point. What that does is, when water hits round, it follows round. So the water goes into it, it's able to get through there. These are big enough holes to where little debris can go in there. And because of how it's opened up like that, and it gets wider and wider at that point, that debris just goes right through it. And so what you get is high flow. This takes in water better than anything that I've ever seen. And that's been on metal roofs where other gutter guards are a problem, where even no gutter guards are a problem. This takes in and tames the water. It also works, if you can point up there, there's what's called a valley up there where the corner of that roof is. A lot of times people have splash guards on their valleys and everything. I take those off because this tames the water and gets the water to go where it's supposed to go. So just showing how this works on this little model. This fits over and similar to the other ones, but unlike the other ones, this goes at a pitch. So you get a little bit of a pitch here because this slides up under the gutter. You can also mount it different ways, but the most common way is to slide it up under the gutter. Then what you get is part of this flange up under there. You've got a very strong system that can easily take in water. This allows the debris, and let's just grab some debris. Here's some leaves right here. You see what happens. Things just tend to slide off it very easily. I'm barely touching that. That's one of the oak things I was talking about. One of the old ones and everything. Tends to sit on top and go off of it. I've had several neighbors that had the same issue as me. We put these on their house and they don't have any more issues with them after that. But I just love the way, again, it helps shed debris. There's nothing to snag things right here. And the debris just tends to be able to slide off, doing just little bits of debris and everything. A little bit of wind just takes that and it slides right off of there. So anyway, this is our model. This here would actually have a piece of metal that goes right there, so birds and different things can't get in right here at the side. But yeah, just showing this because we had people in the ice storm with trees and branches falling on their homes. And the gutter would be destroyed. As you see this one, it's been a model that has been in back of my truck and different things. The gutter has been damaged at different times, but never the gutter guard. We took off a piece to give to someone. I guess the biggest thing that I want to say, it's like the strength of this. Even in little places like the valley you saw, it allows us to take a brush from the ground on a pole that reaches and allows you to just easily brush things off that may not come, like again, in my valley, things just tend to sit there a little bit from the gutter up to the valley. Water still goes in it, but I can easily brush this off. Whereas if I tried using a brush on something like this, I would likely pull it out of where it was. So, and same thing with this, if I try to brush with this, you're going to easily possibly knock that down back into the gutter. So, and that wouldn't be good. This is just a superior product to anything else out there. Just by far and away, the only thing that I've seen in all my years of roofing, climbing on roofs, looking at gutter guards and seeing what is working and what is not, this has been the one that has worked. With all of our customers before, it solves the water running over this gutter problem. I've had mine on for 4 years. We just did my roof, and we'll put some pictures in here of me taking off my gutter guards after 4 years so we could install what's called gutter apron. I did have to take them off to install that. And the great thing about these is taking them off, I can take them off. They're very durable. Again, as I was showing you, unlike if I take something like this off, this has already got, it's bent. Once it's bent, it's kind of bent. You can bend it back, but these just don't hold up as well as these. We've done several roofs now that we've had to take these off for customers that did have the RainDrop Gutter Guard, but this is just an incredible product and something I'm very passionate about, because as a problem solver, I like to solve people's problems. And if I've got a solution to your problem, I'm happy to be able to work with you to get it installed on your home. If you've got a problem that I don't have a solution to, then I will find you someone else who can.